What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're back here on NBA 2K25 here for another realistic rebuild, and today we're going to be talking about the Brooklyn Nets, who are supposed to be one of the worst teams in the NBA, and so far, they're kind of scrappy and very competitive at the moment. While I don't expect that to stay the case throughout the season, there's definitely a chance they make some moves at the deadline to get worse or whatever, but let's just go ahead and jump in and rebuild the Brooklyn Nets here in NBA 2K25 as realistically as we possibly can. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. No, start today is not working. I have just kind of forced win-loss so far based on how it's obviously gone in real life, and they're off to a 5-6 start, and they've been very competitive in these games. Obviously, the scores aren't correct in 2K, but if you look kind of in real life, if you look at their scores, man, it's been pretty close. They played Boston extremely close. I believe that game went to OT, if I remember correctly. I could be bugging, but and then that Cleveland game was pretty competitive as well, which Cleveland Cavaliers undefeated, as we all know. But yeah, this Nets team has given up a bunch of fights to a lot of good teams, and Dennis Schroeder has been fantastic so far this season. So I think they could definitely get something really, I mean, a first-round pick is definitely in the ballpark for them now. And I don't think I would have said that before the season started, but he's been incredible. Dorian Finney-Smith is still going to be very coveted by teams that are looking to contend. Still on a really cheap contract as well. Cameron Johnson, I'm sure teams will seek him out as well. So there's a lot to like, a lot to be excited about if you're a Nets fan. Let's go ahead and summit to the end of year number one. And obviously, we probably won't stop at the end of the year one because we got to stop at the deadline. There's definitely going to be some pieces that we can sell off here, especially Dennis Schroeder. He's on a one-year deal. He's been incredible so far this season. You have to make sure you get value out of him. So I know I just said we're going to submit to the end of year one. That is not true. I will see you guys at the deadline here in just a second. Today's video is brought to you by Daily Grind Fantasy's Optimizer. If you play on apps such as Price Picks, Underdog, or any of these popular DFS apps, having a tool like this is insanely awesome to have to finding good plays for these DFS apps such as Price Picks, Underdog, etc. So we take a look right now. The value is a little dry. I'm recording this pretty late at night. I think there's the Mavericks and Warriors game still going on. I did watch the first half of that, but now I'm recording a video. We got Terry McLaurin over 4.5 receptions showing up. Obviously, I'm a Commanders fan, as most of you know. So it looks like, you know, the books are thinking that Terry McLaurin is going to be busy with the ball. And then they got Jalen Green points, rebounds under 27.5. Got Lou Dort under 18.5. The reason why we like these is because there's some discrepancies here. Some books have this at 26.5, 17.5 for Lou Dort. So we found those plays within 2 seconds. Usually you like to look in the green though, so these aren't necessarily the best plays in the world, but they still have a little bit of positive EV attached to them. So if you want to check out Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer for Underdog, Dabble, Price Picks, Better, whatever DFS app you have, it's probably here. Make sure to check them out. Links down in the description below. Use code Crushables, 25% off the first month. Other than that, let's get back to the rebuild. So we are starting with the trade deadline at 25 and 26, and we honestly could low-key go for it and try to make the playoffs, and we still might make it even after we make all these trades because we all know Cam Thomas is a stud in 2K. But obviously, I think the best direction for this Nets team to be in is finding themselves in the lottery in this upcoming draft because it's a stacked draft class. So Schroeder's got to go here. Cameron Johnson's got to go, and Dorian Finney-Smith has got to go. We got to try to get a first for all three of them at least. I do believe you could get that. Maybe do a 2-for-1, or sorry, not 2-for-1. Maybe you trade two in the same trade potentially if some team has a salary for that. But let's start with Dennis Schroeder, who's an obvious trade candidate in my opinion. Like I said, he's having an incredible season so far. So you're going to throw him out there to start things off. And like I said, all I really need here is a first-round pick for Schroeder. I think that he is well going to be worth that for a team. Even if it's protected, just something in the ballpark of a pick for Schroeder, I think makes a ton of sense. And I think Brooklyn would obviously love to walk away with a pick for Schroeder. So Vucevic in a second. I said pick, but I don't want Vucevic, and I don't want a second for Schroeder. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so Rozier in a first-round pick. So the Miami Heat want to give me Rozier's contract, and we get a first-round pick. It is a unprotected 2029. I mean, I don't mind it, but definitely would like something better if possible. But hey, if we got to do it. So the Knicks getting Schroeder and trading one of their centers, that was kind of a weak spot for them. As much as we are getting a first-round pick out of it, I don't think this makes a ton of sense for the Knicks to do. Now, this one is interesting because the Lakers obviously, you know, have chemistry with Schroeder. Schroeder has definitely been a Laker. So it would be interesting. I don't think this is crazy necessarily. Now, I do believe a first-round pick could be moved for Dennis Schroeder. But the Lakers also, I know, you know, not Sam Presti. Why is the Lakers GM escaping my name right now? I literally should know it and I, for whatever reason, can't think of it at the top of my head. Someone's gonna tell me down in the comment section. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. What the hell is going on with me? I'm gonna remember it. I don't know why I can't think of it at the moment. I definitely know who it is, but I just can't say his name for some reason. But regardless, the Rockets giving us a pick, and that's one of our pick swaps back, which is interesting. Stephon Castle. I mean, the Spurs aren't gonna go that far. DiVincenzo. So there is some first round picks being offered to us, which is great. Drew McGarrett and then Melton. Okay, this one's interesting too. I guess that the Warriors. I mean, this one kind of is interesting because the Warriors are really good so far this season, and we get a. You know what? So it's either to me the Lakers trade, which makes sense. Although, like I said, they've been very, very, very careful with their first round picks. They don't want to move them for, and I assume they probably wouldn't move it for Schroeder either. So I think we are going to go to the Golden State Warriors and do this trade with D'Anthony Melton. We're going to get a first round pick out of them, and they're going to get Dennis Schroeder, who could maybe help Stephen Curry do something this season. They've been pretty good so far. So we're going to start there. So just like that, Dennis Schroeder goes to the Warriors. And now we're going to go ahead and send... Oh, I forgot we have Bojan too. Has he played a game for the Nets this season? I just really haven't paid attention to them like that. I don't know. Maybe he hasn't played yet because I feel like I've not heard his name once. But Dorian Finney-Smith, let's move him as well. You know, it wouldn't shock me if the Nets were able to get 2 firsts for Dorian Finney-Smith. So like the Mavericks maybe getting him back. Yeah, that already kind of makes sense to me. But I am just going to settle for 1 first. But like I said, it would not shock me by any means if they got 2 firsts for Dorian Finney-Smith. But I'm going to send him back to Dallas and get this 2028 pick swap. And we'll get a first round pick for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then last but certainly not least is Cameron Johnson. Claxton also someone you could trade as well. But since he's only 25, I do still think I'll keep him around. So let's see what else maybe for Cameron Johnson. Duncan Robinson, a first round pick. Sounds good to me. I don't even have to look at anything else. We got the picks we wanted at the deadline. We made ourselves worse, which was the main thing I wanted to do as well. So that all being done, we're going to continue to assimilate to the end of the season, and we shall see how things finish up. I'm going to remember the Lakers GM and exec. Dude, I don't know why I can't think of it right now. It's pissing me off. I'm going to remember it right after we end the season, in season 1, and I'll tell you that I remembered it finally. I'm about to think about it for a second. Rob freaking Pelinka. I don't know why I couldn't think of that for some reason. It just could not get to my brain for me to say it. I don't know why, but Luka Doncic wins MVP. Now, unfortunately, we did make the play-in, which is kind of not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be like a really bad team that we were high up in the lottery, but it is what it is. We're in the play-in. Hopefully, we don't get past Chicago, though. I know Cam Thomas is probably the reason why we're so good right now. Bojan's having a solid season as well. Do we beat? Yes, we do lose. Thankfully, we lose right away, so we will be in the lottery. Even if it's not like a high lottery pick, we still could get lucky and jump up, of course. But this is still a damn good draft class wherever you pick in the lottery, so I'm not too upset about where we're at. So let's just see where we do end up. So we are projected pick number 12. So we have a 1.5% chance of jumping up to top 4. I doubt it happens, but hey, you never know. And we are going to stay at 12. So again, we have the Knicks pick as well in this draft, and we also have Milwaukee's pick. So 3 first-round picks in this draft. Can't be too discouraged. Now, we could try to trade up, potentially. I mean, I don't know if there's a team willing to trade up. So, like, Orlando's picking 2. That's probably a little too high to trade up to. Detroit, Hawks via LA, Raptors, Heat. So, Heat is interesting, but we already gave them Cameron Johnson and then Magic via Denver, so... And then Rockets. Oh, Rockets is kind of fun. I don't know if we have anything that the Rockets would want, though, at this point. So, let's see. Let's see what we may have. Do we have any, veterans that, Claxton, I guess, is obviously something that we could use to trade up. But I think I'll just stick with the picks we have. So, let's just, roll with what we got and, use the hand we're dealt. So, let's go simulate to pick 12. Number 1 is going to be Cooper Flagg, obviously, to Charlotte. Number 2 is going to be Ace Bailey to Orlando. Edgecombe goes to Portland, who is, for whatever reason, I would be watching the Blazers game, but I can't watch Minnesota games in my area. They're blacked out on League Pass. But for whatever reason, we are crushing the Timberwolves. I have no idea why. Now, it wouldn't shock me if you blow the lead in the 4th quarter, but so far, the draft is going, obviously, as it usually goes. Duke Center goes, Liam goes, and then... Am I... crazy, or is Nolan Troyer still on the board? Because that's obviously the pick, in my opinion, if he's still here. So I think I just got him in... What video did I get him in? Not the Pelican. Did I get him in the Pelican? I think I got him in the Pelicans video. So, I mean, I have to take him again. He's clearly the best player here. And yeah, I know I just had him in a recent video, but the fact that he fell to me this far, I got to take him again. He's a freaking stud. So at number 20, we got Colin Murray Boyles, which I'm totally okay with. So we're going to take him out of Southern Carolina. And then our last pick, or actually we have another one after this. So Donnie Freeman, Rocky, Avicic, JT Toppin, Kwame Evans. So, who do we want is the question. We could take Rocky, or I'm going to take Avicic here. And then we'll take whoever we feel, is best at this selection. So Alex and then JT Toppin. I'll take Alex. I don't know how to say his last name, but welcome to Brooklyn. So quite a few draft picks we just selected. We got 5 picks out of this draft to be exact. I can't two-way this guy. I probably won't sign him because their roster's gonna get full. But Nolan, Colin Murray, Boyles, Avicic, and Alex, I think is a pretty good haul. All of them are gonna be locked up on 4-year deals. Keon Johnson, we can accept. Sure, why not? I know he's getting minutes for the Nets in real life at this point. Daron Sharp's a free agent. Zero Williams is a free agent, and so is Cameron Thomas. All guys I am interested in bringing back to the team. So Cameron Thomas is going to get a bag, but I mean, the man is scoring the ball like crazy. So what else do you expect? Now, I know there's been some rumors about, Jimmy Butler to Brooklyn. I'm not going to go that direction, obviously. I think, we can all agree that doesn't really make any sense for us to do. So, yeah, these are the 3 guys I'm going to sign, and we're going to rock with that. So, kind of, hoping to be bad once again this season. We do have a little bit of money to spend left over if we want to. Let's take a look. So, Nolan immediately becomes our plug-and-play starting point guard, which is great because when we did it in the New Orleans video, there wasn't really a clear path to him to start. We kind of made the path for him, but this time around, it's a clear path for him. So Shake Milton would be his backup. You have Duncan Robinson, who's obviously not going to be that important in this video. He was just kind of here because of the Cameron Johnson trade. Zero Williams, Dariq Whitehead, and Alex is our small forward rotation at the moment. Jalen Wilson, Kleba, and we just drafted Colin Murray Boyles. And then obviously we still have Noah Clowney, Daron Sharp, and Claxton, and we just drafted Visage. So a lot going on at the center position, but that just makes Claxton or whoever expendable in the future. So don't think I'll be doing much else this offseason. Yes, we could go spend some money on another free agent, but I'm actually cool with just being terrible. I mean, actually, we might make the playoffs or play in again because of Cameron Thomas, but I love the fact that we have a couple young guys going to be joining the rotation. You got Zero Williams up to a 78, which is fantastic. No Clowney up to a 77, and Daron Sharp up to a 76. So Daron Sharp was not necessary to resign, not gonna lie. Probably shouldn't have, but we already did, so nothing we can do about it now. We do have to cut a couple players, so let's see who that's gonna end up being. So it's gonna have to obviously start with, well, I don't know how to say his name, and then yeah, Jalen Martin, you gotta go too, unfortunately. So Kleba is just gonna be here for now, but eventually we could actually use this at the deadline if we feel the need to trade for anybody at the deadline. I don't know if there will be any need to do that, if there is a chance and there's something that makes sense to do. To me, like, the only scenario I could see us like maybe trading for somebody is if it's like someone on their rookie contract, maybe they're unhappy in their situation. Like Jabari Smith Jr. immediately comes to mind, but I probably won't do that today. Like, that's something I'm kind of talking about. And there's no confirmation that he's unhappy in Houston. I'm just saying, like, he hasn't been the greatest in Houston so far as the number 3 overall pick, obviously. But Nolan Traore, Cameron Thomas, Zero Williams, Jalen Wilson, Claxton is your starting 5 with Clowney, Daron Sharp, Dariq Whitehead, Duncan Robinson, and Colin Murray Boyles. I actually do want to go ahead and just bench Duncan Robinson, and we can just get Alex some minutes right away. There's no point of playing Duncan Robinson, in my opinion. So Alex can get these minutes. We'll simulate to either the deadline or the end of season 2. Obviously, we're feeling good about the trajectory we're headed in, but clearly a lot more work still to be done. So we were once again very close to making it into the play-in again, which is, again, not really where I wanted to be. But hey, if the team made it, it made it. But unfortunately, or I guess fortunately in this case, we did miss a play-in. We got no one winning Rookie of the Year, which is great to see, obviously, in his rookie season. Jason Kidd just won 71 games with the Mavericks, so that's pretty incredible for them. But if you take a look at the end of the season stats, you had 26 from Cameron Thomas, 18 from Nolan, 12 from Zero Williams, and 9 from Daron Sharp. And then, like I said, we were very, very close to actually making it into the play-in. We just missed out, which, again, I'm fine with by 1 game. So, not too shabby. So, let's go ahead and... Wait, it says we made the play-in, which is weird because we definitely didn't. 11C does not get you in. I don't know why it says we made it, but we barely missed out. So, let's go ahead and see who goes on to win the championship. Then we can get in the lottery where we belong again. Or even maybe we up the aggressiveness just a tad bit this offseason. Still a patient approach in my opinion, but there's maybe a little bit more we can do. So with this pick, we are projected. So it says the Rockets have our pick. I'm pretty sure that's obviously not the case. The Phoenix trade was, that happened. I guess 2K just doesn't have that updated. So we're projected pick 9, and it is going to stay at 9. So we're going to get that pick back from Houston, and we'll be chilling and picking in the lottery once again. So let's get to that pick, and then we can just draft with number 9. So about to be on the board here with pick number 9. I'm not sure what I'm looking for in particular, but we do have Nate on the board, who's a power forward. We got Malik Thomas. We got Chris. I mean, I think it does make sense to take Nate here because we don't really have a power forward of the future at the moment. So we can go ahead and take Nate here. All NBA. Welcome to Brooklyn. I don't know how good he'll be. I don't know if I've ever really drafted him before. But he's the 76 overall of this draft. So if nothing else, he's going to be a good damn bench player. So welcome to Brooklyn. Clowney and Dariq Whitehead are 2 salaries we will accept. And then Jalen Wilson's a free agent, which I'll extend the offer on him as well. So for free agency, Jalen Wilson, Keon Johnson, and Doug Robinson are your free agents to deal with. You have a little bit of money, like I said, to spend. Ooh, we could go up to Jaden Ivey, which is interesting, but we obviously won't do that. Middleton, Jaren Jackson, who would be fun as well. Let's take a look. So we are the Brooklyn Nets, so we do have, the luxury of being New York, where, they were able to attract Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in free agency, so we could go after a free agent again if we felt the need to, but like I said, I'm not going to. So I forgot we drafted Colin Murray Boyles as well, but I guess that gives us kind of a power forward rotation. Now this is where I feel like we could free up some things at the center spot because the Visage is only probably going to get better. Darren Sharp probably should have never been re-signed, and then Claxton can probably be moved as well, but we got to make sure it makes sense to make this type of trade. So I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm gonna find out. So low-key to me, I actually think a Claxton and Kuminga swap could make sense for both teams. Obviously, the Warriors get themselves a center to pair alongside. Well, I guess Stephen Curry's not here anymore. I thought he was. Maybe he's a free agent right now, or he retired. I don't know. But they're still, they still have Draymond, and it looks like they have Podziemski. Maybe Kuminga's just not part of their future plans. So Claxton for Kuminga to me could make some sense. Now, I'm fine with throwing in a couple other things if I need to. So, I mean, if I need to throw in Darren Sharp, I'll give them, Darren Sharp as well, because we just kind of already have a center rotation. So, Claxton, Darren Sharp for Kuminga. I mean, can I get something else out of them? Like, they can give me Freeman, Moses Moody. Moody would be interesting to bring in off the bench. I don't know if they would do this. So, Claxton, Darren Sharp, and Kuminga and Moses Moody. What do they say? They say no to that. Okay, fair enough. I will give you, maybe we can give them Dariq Whitehead as well. Since we're about to get Kuminga and we re-signed Zaire Williams, maybe Dariq Whitehead could go to the Warriors and give them a nice boost. So, yeah, I actually don't mind this. So let's see what they say to that. They don't agree to it. I'm going to try not to trade a first. I really like this as a kind of a swap trade. And they still aren't saying no, or saying yes, I should say. 3 seconds doesn't move the needle for them either. I'm not throwing Zaire Williams in here. I mean, I guess if I throw this Knicks pick in here, I'll do it. They still say no. What about a second? I thought they'd say yes by now. They're still not saying yes. No. Wow. All right. I'm a little shocked by that so far. I mean, I could throw another player in here, I guess. Ooh, whoops. I backed out of the trade entirely. Okay. Well, I still like that trade idea a lot, but maybe it can't be that advanced. Maybe we just do Kuminga for Claxton straight up, or I can maybe not ask for not ask for Moses Moody, and we'll just give them the 2 centers. That way we kind of, let's see what they say to that. They still don't agree to that. Wow, I thought that would be done deal. Second, another second. What do we say to that for Kuminga? We're still saying no to this, bro. Makes no sense. Come on, what is the big idea? A first? Holy moly. I mean, the Knicks first. It's going to be a bad pick, so who cares? But I really wanted to add Kuminga to this team. I mean, he goes up to an 85 overall, so to me it was a no-brainer. He hasn't been the best fit with the Warriors, or hasn't really blossomed as much as they would hope so far. But like I said, I really wanted to bring in Zaire Williams. And I think Dariq Whitehead can get a role at the shooting guard spot. It looks like he's about to develop like crazy with the 3-star value he had. And Clowney Visage is kind of our new center rotation at the moment, which probably won't be the permanent solution, but I don't mind it for now. Power forward rotation, Colin Murray Boyles hopefully will develop to start, and then Nate can back him up. And then shooting guard, like I said, it'll be Dariq Whitehead. And I don't think there's anybody else in free agency I'm going to sign. We could sign Davion Mitchell, who's been pretty solid in Toronto, or Lonzo, or something like that. But I think I'm chilling. I think I'm chilling with this. So let's go just see. I don't think I'm bringing back Jalen Wilson or Keon Johnson either. So let's just go to play progression and let's see what this looks like now that we've added Kuminga to this equation. So, yeah, if Cameron Thomas up to an 86, 85 Kuminga, an 84 Nolan, an 80 Dariq Whitehead, who developed like I thought, Zero Williams, and Colin Murray Boyles is up, and Avicic is up. So, yeah, Avicic is really starting to develop into something special. And then Noah Clowney's a 78 overall already. So, I don't know if Avicic is going to keep developing into like an 83 overall, which gives us obviously a starting center that was better than Claxton. But that'd be great. That'd be awesome if that were to be the case. But so far, pretty happy with everything we've done. I definitely think I overpaid a little bit for Kuminga. But the Warriors were just being complicated. And I really wanted to add Kuminga to this team to kind of give us a scoring punch next to Cameron Thomas. So you have Nolan, Kuminga, Cameron Thomas. Pretty exciting stuff. So once this loads up, we can get in the rotation for year number 3. This is where the expectations will be lifted up just a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't mind being a play-in team this year. If, you know, we've been really close each year. I mean, we made it the first time around. So Nolan, Cameron Thomas, Kuminga, Colin Murray Boyles, Clowney, Dariq Whitehead, Zare Williams, Avicic, and then Nate and Alice Caravan. So that looks good. So we'll leave that the way it is for now. I even don't mind just going 9-man rotation here. I'm going to move Dariq Whitehead to shooting guard, as I mentioned. Other than that, we're going to simulate year number 3, and we're going to see what the results are at the end of year 3. So a very special season for us at the end of year 3. Not only did we not make it into the play-in, we actually made the playoff straight up. So that feels pretty good. Here's your All-NBA team. Do get Nolan making All-NBA third team already, so that's exciting. 21-9 already showing out for us, which is great. And here's your all-defensive team and all-defensive second team. And we are the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. So Toronto is going to be our opponent in round 1, but here were your player stats. You had 24 from Cameron Thomas, who's just a bucket getter, 20 from Nolan, and then 17 from Kuminga, 12 from Zare Williams, 11.5 from Colin Murray Boyles, and 8 rebounds to go alongside that. So really love seeing that out of our power forward we just drafted. 8 from Clowney with 7 rebounds off the bench, 7 from Nate, 7 from Avicic, and then 6 from Dariq Whitehead. So all around, pretty happy with what I'm seeing so far. It's just a matter of continuing to grow and develop for this team, because I think once that happens, the sky could be the limit here. So we get Toronto round 1, as I mentioned. It's going to be RJ Barrett and the Raptors, who have Scotty Barnes back and healthy. Collins, Mitch Robinson's now signed there quickly. Grady Dick has developed to an 85. So this is probably going to be a tough matchup. I don't think we're ready to go very far in the playoffs just yet, but I do think we can put up a little bit of a fight here. So we're going to be in even series. Let's just simcast game 5. They want to put Noah Clowney back as a starter, which is fine. So let's see if we can win game 5 on the road in Toronto and take them back home with a 3-2 lead. That'd be pretty exciting, pretty awesome, but it looks like we might blow this lead, and we don't. We hang on, 113 and 110. I think I just punched the mic a little bit, so my apologies. But now we go to a game 6 with the lead, and Toronto is looking like they want to make this a game 7, or take this to a game 7 rather. And this is going to go to a game 7. So game 7, back on the road again. They want to give Colin Murray Boyles more minutes. That's fine. Game 7 in Toronto to get to the second round with this squad, this young team. And it's going to be a close one, but I don't know if we're going to get it done here. I'm not jumping in because there's a lot more work to be done that could be done on this team. But hey, pushing the Raptors to 7 is pretty nice. So we had a 7-game series in round 1. Got a little bit of playoff experience under our belt. But now it's time to get even better this offseason. So we have a bunch of draft picks for the future. It looks like we're going to have some lottery picks in this one. So Philadelphia's pick and Golden State's pick. So number 2. And we get number 13, which is wild. So we got the 2nd overall pick in what? The 2027 draft class. I don't know much about it. Let's see. We got Stokes or Brandon McCoy or Arenas or Costanza. So a lot of different things we could do. I think pretty sure we still have the same head coach. I probably should have paid attention and looked at that. And it is fact still Joey Fernandez. All right, let's go to draft night. And let's see what we got going on here on draft night. So 2-13 and 23. Zare Williams still under contract. We have some other guys under contract. Now, I would really love to see. So I guess we're going to draft here. I really want to see how much our centers develop. So 2nd overall, number 1's going to be Stokes, obviously. So, I mean, with that, do we take Brandon McCoy or Elijah Arenas? I don't really know. I think we got to take one of them. So, I guess I'll take Brandon McCoy. I don't know if I've ever drafted Brandon McCoy, but I'm going to draft Brandon McCoy. And then we can take Sadiq White here, I guess. And then we'll let the assistant GM take the last one. So, to me, what's next, it all boils down to how much our center position develops. Because I really want to see that and actually just kind of It all boils down to how everyone develops truly. So we could still go spend some money on somebody, which, you know, may not be a bad idea to do because, you know, luxury wise, we could have, so Drake Wyatt's going to take, and then Clowney is a free agent as well. So we could just move on from Clowney and get a whole new center in the building. Like Jalen Duren is someone obviously I noticed being here. But no one Brandon McCoy, so that's looking good. Caden Allen was the other pick it looks like they took. I don't think he'll be ready to play this season. Zaire Williams and Alex is still developing behind him. Coming as a starter, obviously. And then Colin, Murray, Boyles, Nate. I don't know how much those guys will develop. So Avicic. So now to me, like the weakest spot to me is obviously the center position. So you have Victor Webb and Yama, which is probably not going to happen, but that'd be crazy. Jokic, Kessler, and then Duren. So Duren is the, you know, grand prize here. Or Mark Williams also is interesting. 10-9 last year from him. Duren 13-10. I mean, if you can get Jalen Duren in Brooklyn, I think you'd do it. So I'm going to go for Jalen Duren here. It's a little more money that I'd want to spend on a center, but I mean, if we could secure Jalen Duren, we really set ourselves up here to be really good next year, in my opinion. So we're going to have to move on from Noah Clowney. We have a Avicic locked up for 3 more years, and we will re-sign Dariq Whitehead as well. Unless we don't need Dariq Whitehead, but I will sign him. So we're going to sign Dariq Whitehead back if he decides to sign, and he does. All right, which gives us a very interesting rotation, I believe. So I'm curious to see how much Avicic goes up, and then Colin Murray, Boyles, and just everybody else. So Nolan's up to an 89. Nate is up to an 82, so that's nice to see. So he's going to start immediately next year. Colin only up to a 79. Avicic is only up to a 78. So I think signing Duren really paid off. Clowney would have been nice to get back as well, but I don't think he develops that much either. So I definitely think getting Jalen Duren was absolutely necessary for a, you know, maybe another step up going to year 4. So are we going to go win a championship next year? I can't confidently say that, but I do think we could go on a deep run. I do think that's a possibility after adding Jalen Duren to this equation. So that being said, let's get into year 4 and let's see what we can do in year 4. So at the end of the season, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins MVP, Tyron Stokes Rookie of the Year, Josh Giddey is your 6th man, Wembanyama Defensive Player, and Darius Year's Most Improved, and Shai's your Clutch Player, and Jordi Fernandez Coach of the Year at 64-18. So yeah, this team really clicked on all cylinders with the addition of Jalen Duren, and I'm assuming Nolan obviously just getting better. He's a stud, man. And Brandon McCoy makes all-rookie first team, so he was a great pick. Probably only going to get better as well. First seed in the Eastern Conference already. So here are your player stats. 20 from Cameron Thomas, 17 from Nolan with 10 assists alongside that. Kuminga with 17. Nate was incredible this year with 15. Jalen Duren with 14 and 10 from Zaire Williams and 10 from McCoy. 9 from Colin Murray and 6 from Dariq Whitehead. So I'm ecstatic and excited to see how these playoffs are going to go. We are going to draw the Cleveland Cavaliers in round 1, who have Garland, Mitchell, Dalen Terry, Mobley, Allen. So I just did a rebuild on the Cavs yesterday, and we had a lot of success in that video. So can we repeat that in this one? Somebody come around against Cleveland, and we are going to be in an even series with them. So yeah, drawing Cleveland as the 8th seed matchup is probably one of the worst things that could have happened to us. I mean, it's a damn good team we're, you know, playing against right now. So we got to win this game 5 or we could be in trouble. So we're at home in Brooklyn for this one, but it is back and forth so far till we hang. Oh, it's going overtime, and we do win. Wow, overtime victory to take the game or take the 3-2 lead. We got Boston awaiting us if we are to get past Cleveland here. The massive game 6 to beat the Cavs. We're starting right with it a little bit. It looks like we are. Ooh, just kidding. I spoke too soon. We're going to a game 7. So I thought we had the lead there for a second, and it got blown away, and now the Cavs are going to take the lead here. Are they going to run away with it too? We're right on their tail. Can we take it back? It's a 3-point game with 5 minutes left. All right, this is to get to the second round to play Boston. Man, this is as close as it can be, but I do think we ran away with it at the end. W, okay. So that was a very close series, but we do beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we're moving on to round 2 to play Boston. Now, Boston has been hated in 2K, it feels like, so I feel like we have a chance, although, you know, usually when you say, oh gosh, we have to play Boston, it sucks, but in 2K, they're usually not well respected for whatever reason, so I feel like there's a chance here. We're up 2-1. Yeah, like I said, 3-1, and, well, they still could come back, obviously, and, you know, ruin our day, but hopefully we can win Game 6 and not even worry about a Game 7. We're in TD Garden for this one. So Game 6, if we win this, we're moving on to the conference finals already. Can we hang on to the lead? Here's the question. It's a close game, relatively. 7-point game with 2 minutes left. They're going to get back in this one. Oh, boy. I can see them coming back. Nope, we are going... Oh, wait a minute. It's a 3-point game with 15 seconds left. We got to jump in and watch this and see what happens. So, because I feel like if I don't jump in... Does Boston have the ball too? No, it's our ball. Okay. So I would say, if I feel like if I didn't jump in, though, some weird crap would have happened and they would have tied it or something. They're going to play the foul game, obviously. They're not fouling me just yet, which is weird. Wait. I mean, why are they not fouling me? Are we just not going to... Okay, I'll just dribble out the clock. I have no idea where they're not fouling me. I must have glitched it or something. Because I'm seeing... Wow, that was an extra release at the buzzer, by the way. And I shot that from like... I don't know what just happened there. I think jumping in may have glitched it. I don't know what just happened. But hey, all that matters is we're moving on to the conference finals. I don't know what happened there, but we beat Boston in 6. And now we draw Orlando. I was kind of hoping to see Toronto because they beat us last year, but it's going to be Orlando instead. And they have a damn good team. Holy moly. Oh, yeah. Cameron Boozer starting at center, which is interesting, I guess. But all right. Yeah, this is... Ooh, holy moly. It's a damn good team in Orlando we're dealing with here. Anthony Black, Ian Jackson, Ace Bailey, Paul Banchero, Cameron Boozer, Franz Wagner off the bench, Jalen Suggs off the bench. There's probably a 0% chance we beat this team. Now, I will say... There is, I guess, I just said 0% chance, but I feel like there's a small chance because sometimes when you have too much talent on one team, it doesn't work out. We win game 1 by 20. Dude. I thought we were going to get smoked by this team, and we're going to, I promise you, if I keep clicking semi through a game, we're going to blow a 3-0 lead. So I'm going to Simcast to avoid that altogether. This is a damn good Orlando team. The fact that we're up 3-0 on them is wild, man. Like I said, man, sometimes we have too many players that want to score the ball. Like, 2K just hates that. Like, the simulation algorithm. We beat this team easily. I thought 100% we were losing that series because that team was so damn good on paper. But, like I said, man, I mean, they don't even have really a center. I mean, Cameron Boozer's not really a center, I don't think, unless if he plays, I don't know. But, regardless, we beat them, and we're in the NBA Finals already. So, we get the Oklahoma City Thunder. We have Shea, Casey Wallace, Lou Dort, Miles Bridges, Chet Holmgren, Caleb Wilson. I mean, the fact we just beat that team gives me all the confidence in the world. But this is the OKC Thunder we're talking about. So, you know, anything is possible. So, here we go. Game 1, we win. Game 2, they win. Game 3, this is massive. I'm a Simcast game 3 to see if we could take the 2-1 lead here. All right, so it looks like we have a nice little lead right now, but we could blow this, and we do, of course. It looked like we were about to take a 2-1 lead, but now we have ourselves a very close game 3 here. We tie it back up, and this would be a massive win to get. It doesn't mean we're going to win the series by any means, but this is still big to get, but I don't think we're going to win this. I think we lost. So we are going to lose in OKC, but now we go back to, we're still in OKC, so we have to hopefully split in Oklahoma City, or if we're down 3-1, I just don't really like our chances here. Now we've taken the lead. Now can we hang on to the lead is the question. It's looking okay right now. We are going to even the series. That's massive. And now we go to Brooklyn. We have 2 games at home for the rest of the series. Let's see if we can take advantage starting now in this game 5 to take a lead in the series. And it's going to be a close one. We take the lead for a second, and now we take it. And can we hang on to it? 9-point game, and we are going to win game 5, I think, as long as I don't blow a crazy lead here. 110 and 122. Let's Simcast game 6. Let's just keep living with Simcast. Close game here in game 6 to close them out to get a championship. Man, I did not expect to win this quickly, but I mean, when you have Nolan Chur, I guess things pay off sometimes. Now, they could get back in this game, and they will get back in this game. It's a 4-point game, 2 minutes and 27 seconds left on the clock. All right, let me jump in and see if I can close this out. The fact that I just released like an excellent, or whatever I just did with Nolan Chur earlier, where I hit it at the buzzer, which was wild from like deep 3 range. But Shea, holy cool. Okay, I get nice help defense, but he still made it, unfortunately. So it's a 2-point game now. I could very well blow this. That would not shock me in the slightest right now. But let me lock in really quick. So Jalen Duren's going to give me a screen. And Jalen Duren's going to be there for the dunk. There we go. 121 to 117. That was massive. Chet almost did come back over to play good defense there, but thankfully we still were able to take advantage of that pick and roll. So Shea got the ball. This time I need to play better defense. And as I said that, Shea is cooking me. So we foul him. That's only the 3rd foul on Nolan. Yeah, Shea is, it's not easy to guard, obviously. So he's going to make the first free throw. He's going to make this a 2-point game again. So we gotta lock in on defense. Maybe I should off-ball the computer. Like, I have no shame in doing that if I need to. All right, so let's see if I can make something happen here. So I'm going to get a screen from my... I don't even know who I just got a screen from. I can't shoot it through with Jalen Duren, obviously. But we can shoot it through with Cameron Thomas, though. And they give me a lot of space. It was slightly late. Doesn't go in. I felt like I had a lot of space there, so I don't regret taking that shot. Casey Wallace is going to take this down to the rim. We're there, though. That's going to be a missed layup. That was good defense. We're going to pass this up to Kuminga. Can I hit Cam Thomas in the corner? Chet's there. Can I dribble around him? No. Chet's playing good defense so far. Let's just reset this at the top with our point guard. Give me a screen, Nate. They're going to leave me open. I can't make them pay, though. I can't make them pay. We got to get back on Shea and transition, because if we don't, could be in trouble. They're going to try to get it to him, I imagine. Lou Dort's going to have the ball. I'm off-balling the computer right now. I'm going to just lock in on Shea. 3 from Lou Dort. It goes in. 121 to 122. All right. Well, we need to get this lead back or we are in trouble, my friends. All right. So let's give me a screen. Oh, my goodness. I got kind of lucky to get that pass around. I'm not going to lie, but I will take it. We take the lead back. All right. Need to lock in on defense now. I'm going to just back up on Shakes. I know he's just going to attack the rim, and I'm still 124 to 123. I'm struggling guarding Shea right now, not going to lie. But all right, it's fine. We could still take the lead back. 1-point game. Can I just do what he's been doing to me? Foul? No, I don't get the foul. We don't have to foul, though. Oh, my goodness. Shea's in transition right now. I don't like this. Okay, I'm freaking out. And that's going to be a missed layup. We got really lucky. Got really, really lucky. Cameron Thomas. Let's see if I can get something with you. All right, so 18 seconds on the shot clock. Give me a screen, Jalen Duren. I think foul. Yes, we drew the foul. That was massive. Okay. Drawing the foul was huge there. If we didn't get the foul, I don't know. So that's going to be the first one in. That's a tie game. But oh boy, we got to play defense on the other end no matter what happens here. So we're going to take the lead. They call their timeout. All right. Well, I think we put in defense, right? So let's be the coach and let's put in defense. Bench, tall, quick, defense. I mean, defense is going to be our best friend here. So I think I might off-ball Shea. I'm not even going to front with you. I'm off-balling Shea. I have done a terrible job. And they're going to get it to... All right. So let me just make sure I don't leave Lou Dort open. I might help defense. But man, am I nervous for this one. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous right now. Shea, this is for the championship. Do I off-ball? Okay, I don't mind that shot. And he misses it. That's massive. Okay, I'm about to say. You know what? It's better than him attacking the rim. He misses it. And just like that, we win a championship with the Brooklyn Nets. Man, that was a crazy game there. I could not guard Shea for the life of me. But hey, all that matters is we took the lead at the very end. And we close them out. And we bring a championship to Brooklyn. I hope you guys enjoy that one. That was a stressful situation. But I've been enjoying jumping in and playing myself. I feel like I've gotten a little bit better. I know this isn't like on the highest difficulty, so I'm not going to pretend that I'm like some god at 2K or something like that, but I'm still having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying the gameplay. But I'm in it there, guys. We get the championship done. At least, wait, was that just, wait. No, yeah, we won. I was about to say, was that just 3? Yeah, the championship celebration was in front of me. What am I talking about? All right, I'm in it there, guys. Thank you all for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.